Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Maine. I know it's been a little while since we uploaded, but today we're going to be talking about Swordburst 3, and we got news on exact dates for when beta is going to be releasing and when free release is going to be releasing. And good news that is coming very, very, very soon. Now, I got some other things I want to talk about Swordburst 3, and they're not all positive. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not really liking how things are going. They're not looking very good from my eyes. I could be wrong, and I pray I'm wrong because I really want this game to be good. I truly do. But let's just talk about the announcement, and let's talk about everything before I get into what I want to speak about. So Abstract Alex announced like over Thanksgiving basically that Swordburst 3 will be launching in 2 weeks on December 8th. Swordburst 3 beta. This will wipe alpha data and include 4-2 plus katana combat style. Katanas can also be dual wielded. The beta test will have a reduced price, but we don't anticipate new sales. We're mainly looking to test 4-2 to ensure we're ready to release, which doesn't make sense, but we'll talk about that in a bit. 2 weeks after beta, we will be doing another data wipe and launching free to play on December 22nd, just before the holidays. This has been an awesome journey. We're pumped to launch the game and see how far we can go in 2024 and beyond. See you there, more info soon. So yeah, we're getting floor 2, which that itself is good news, but overall, I'm not understanding the data wipes. Not 2 data wipes in the course of a span of 2 weeks. That doesn't make sense to me, like, at all. Like, why would you wipe data for alpha, have people buy the game or have players come back, grind floor 1 again to test floor 2, and then wipe data 2 weeks later? That doesn't absolutely make sense. I'm perfectly fine with a data wipe, but I don't understand why you data wipe 2 times in 2 weeks when the game is a grinder. If the goal was to truly test floor 2, why not just keep players data who's already going to be at floor 2 and just test floor 2 and then wipe data when beta's over? Doesn't that make the most logistical sense? Like, doesn't that make sense? Why would you want players to grind floor 1 over to test for floor 2? It's just going to make players not play the game at all, and now you're going to have an untested floor 2. Doesn't make sense to me, but I digress. But overall, through the course of like this whole testing, I haven't gotten a sense that they truly like care about this game. To me, it feels like they're just pushing out Swordburst because Swordburst sells well. You know, Swordburst 1 did really well, Swordburst 2 did really well, and hell, so let's drop Swordburst 3 because it's probably going to do well as well. And I can't see Swordburst failing, in a sense, like at least free release is going to be pretty hype because it's Swordburst. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have grown up on Swordburst on the platform, and overall the concept is just really nice. It's not to say the game is bad, but I feel like the game had a lot of areas of improvement. Like a lot of the stuff the community has dropped, feedback on the starboard, I was like, yeah, some of this stuff is good. Now I'll admit a lot of stuff is pretty bad. Some of the community members just be yapping. I ain't gonna lie, they just be saying stuff. I'd be like, bro, that doesn't even make sense, especially coming from a developer standpoint, somebody who codes all the time and works on game. Like, I'll be like, yeah, that doesn't make sense, pal. I wouldn't add that. Why would I do anything like that? You're just saying stuff. You're not even thinking from a broad perspective. You just yapping, basically. So I understand some of that. But throughout this course of development, we had one update, right? We had as far as like changes and like values, like they haven't tested anything. Like, I don't feel like they're engaged with the community at all. The game hasn't been updated in what, like over a month. Like, they haven't push changes to see if those work, to see how the community reacts to it. It hasn't been nothing. It's just been dead silence. I don't know how the goal of this paid access was to test things, but you're not testing things. Like, all we did was test for one. I guess you tested if it didn't break, but you didn't test on improving the game. Like, I haven't seen them make efforts to improve the game at all, and that's just not encouraging for me to see from developers. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm personally testing, and I know what I look for when I'm testing, I'm looking for community feedback, I'm looking at what they're saying, I'm just, you know, going back and forth and that just conversations and trying to improve the game, and I just don't feel like I get any of that from them. Like, I just feel like it's just a big disconnect, and they're just gonna drop things and they don't care how it looks. But yeah, that's not to say that the game, what could happen is floor 2 drop and they have a whole slew of updates that make changes and improvements. It's very much possible. Do I think so? If I was a gameplay man, would I bet on that? No, I definitely would not, man. That's just me being honest, man. I encourage you guys not to buy. Do not buy beta. If you don't have alpha, please do not buy beta. It's not worth it. It's gonna be dropping in 2 weeks. If you have alpha, I really don't think you should waste your time grinding to play 4-2 just to get reset again. But hey, if you just got that free time, go for it. I would not be playing the beta. I'm not gonna grind just to reset to grind again. Like, that's just I'm not doing that. That's just gonna make me not like the game. Like, having to grind 4-1 3 times, like, yeah, that's not interesting to me. Like, so yeah, it's kind of disappointing, I won't lie, man. But I'm praying that the game turns out to be really well, and I'm praying that they show signs that they really care about the game, and they really are trying to improve it and really looking to make a great game and not just push out another Swordburst title. Anyway, those are my current thoughts. Lease is coming out. Free release going to be soon. I definitely will be playing free release, and I will check out the floors because I do like this. I do like the game, but I don't know if they like the game. That's how I feel about it. Anyway, that's about it. Catch you boys later. I'm out. Peace.